There are elements of life common to all people. Basically, they include being born, loving, suffering, and dying. All of us experience these aspects of life. The quality of life is what we do with the time in between the beginning of our physical life and our final breath. Regardless of our personal choices, these elements of life form who we are in deep and profound ways. Just as my words or my voice may bridge 100 miles or 80 years, the distance that love can travel is endless. Just as Jesus could speak to Abba Elohim, his Father, so can we speak to a man who left his ailing body behind to be free once more. And just as God speaks to us in the beauty of a sunset, in the delicate petals of a flower, in the richness of potential in a tiny mustard seed, and in a gentle breeze, so too can Ralph whisper his love to his family in the remembrance of his stories, his laughter, his smile. Although the spark of divinity now gathers round the source of light, our Creator, his love and devotion to his family will be an enduring fuel for the warmth he once shared. Kahil Gibran, when asked of joy and sorrow, answered, "Your joy is your sorrow unmasked, and the self-same well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears. How else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Is not the cup that holds your wine the very cup that was burned in the potter's oven? And is not the lute that soothes your spirit the very wood that was hollowed with knives? When you are joyous, look deep into your heart, and you shall find it is only that which has given you sorrow that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Some of you say, 'Joy is greater than sorrow,' and others say, 'Nay, sorrow is the greater.' But I say unto you, these are inseparable." Gibran's words are timeless. There are no words to console us in our grief. Grief simply is something with which we must cope. In life, we will all suffer times of great sorrow. Our lives are peculiar, for just when we think everything is great, life is wonderful, something does happen. An illness, a death. Something unexpected happens that turns a perfect life into chaos. The chasm opens and we fall in. Suffering is the one element that is the same for everyone. Life as we know it has changed. A wound has been opened and we fear it may never heal. Tears come easily and often. Our thoughts are blurred. We retreat to our corner and lick our wounds. One of the great mysteries of life, however, is that suffering eventually diminishes. Life is such that the wound does, indeed, begin to heal. Not today, and not tomorrow. Yet comfort in the embrace of our loved ones experiencing this loss with us, in their own unique experience, and comfort in the very premise of why we gather to celebrate the gift of Ralph is in these simple words. Life and love are eternal. In time, all of our bodies will be reduced to the simple dust from which we came. Carl Sagan reminds us that the nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, the iron in our blood, the carbon in our apple pies were made in the interior of collapsing stars. We are made of star stuff. So whenever we look into the stars and into the heavens, we are reminded that the understanding of the greatest mysteries of life are solved with our own belief that Ralph lives on and that our Father loves us. A poem by Dick Corey that has always spoken to me. Peace, my heart. Let the time for the parting be sweet. Let it not be a death, but completeness. Let love melt into memory and pain into songs. Let the flight through the sky end in the folding of the wings over the nest. Let the last touch of your hands be gentle like the flower of the night. Stand still, O beautiful end, for a moment, and say your last words in silence. I bow to you and hold up my lamp to light you on your way. Peace I send to all of you gathered here who hear my voice or read these words as you remember the life of a husband, a father, a grandfather, and so much more to so many people. Creator, we are grateful for each moment we have been gifted. May this gathering celebrate with joy the service and love Ralph offered in his lifetime, and the peace he is now granted in his final homecoming. In this we have been blessed. Amen.